This is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Ademi. Ivory Coast says it would not recognize a court order from the African Court on its upcoming election. The court had ruled on Tuesday on human and people's rights that allowed former Prime Minister Guillaume Soro to run in next month's elections. Ivory Coast government had barred Soro from the elections because of an alleged previous conviction. The Constitutional Court in the country also barred the former president, Laurent Gbagbo, from the elections on similar grounds. Government spokesperson Sidi Temoko Toure said in Ivory Coast authorities will only recognize a decision by the country's Constitutional Court and not the African Court. Ivory Coast had withdrawn from the African Court Charter in April. There have been protests in the country over President Alassane Ouattara's decision to run for a third term after his preferred successor died in July. Libyan Prime Minister, who is also the current head of the internationally recognized government in Tripoli, Faiz Al-Serraj, says he will hand over power to the next executive authority by the end of October. He was appointed as Prime Minister and Chairman of Libya's Presidential Council under the last United Nations brokered agreement signed in December 2015. Serraj said in a televised address on Wednesday he sincerely intends to hand over his duties to the next executive authority by the end of next month at the latest. He called on the Dialogue Committee to work quickly on forming a new executive authority in order to guarantee a peaceful transition of power. Serraj has mandated the members of the Dialogue Committee to finish their work by the set date and select a new Presidential Council and Prime Minister. There has been a renewed drive by the international community for a new political solution for Libya towards peace, with talks taking place in several countries. We'll be right back.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow this story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit.
The United Nations mission in the South Sudan says heavy flooding has affected at least 500,000 persons in the central part of the country. The states of Lakes and Jonglei are reported to be worst affected. The head of the mission in Juba, David Shearer, told the UN Security Council on Wednesday heavy rainfall and flooding of the River Nile had devastated parts of the country. Shearer told the council via video link from the capital, Juba, that humanitarians are working incredibly hard to help people living without shelter, food, water, and sanitation in the middle of the raining season. He added that there had been an upturn in conflict from baskets of armed groups. He said while the situation had calmed down, tensions remain high and efforts must be made to stop a resurgence. That is ANN News Brief at 11. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.